Just put me in chat if you guys can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. What I wanted to do today. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for confirming. I hope the audio quality is good. If anything is wrong, just let me know, guys, in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's wait for some time and then maybe we can start for today's agenda. Okay. Projects. Okay. Okay, I'm just setting up my project, guys. Okay, just give me some moment. Where is the folder? Okay. Let me show it to you as well. I just want to create a new folder for mean stack. Okay, and inside this folder I will create a new project. Okay, let me see how many people are here. Okay, I see 2 people are watching. That's good. Okay. So if you guys want to know the agenda for this today's live video, so you can just head over to the description. I have added a detailed things like what we are going to cover today, because most of you know that I wanted to create a mean stack full stack project, but I was not happy with some existing UI. So I wanted to create this live so that I can get live feedback from others, and accordingly I can adjust the UI, so that once we create the API, before creating API we will have UI ready that what we want to create. Okay, so let me just see what things I should start first. Okay, let me open up a tab and then we will discuss what things we have to cover. Okay. I don't know what time is it in India right now. Okay, so this mean stack blog. Okay, let me set up few things first. The front end, back end. Okay. Let's wait for others as well, because I see 2 people are watching, but let's wait for another 2-3 minutes and then maybe we can start. Play some music. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think now we have people. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I think now we can start. So currently this is what I'm planning to do since so long. So I thought of I'll make use of live to get these things done. Okay. And if you guys then have any doubt during whenever I'm coding, you can ask me in the comment section. I would love to answer that. Okay. So currently this is what I'm planning to do. So today I will be targeting the blog UI, and I'm using Angular version 17.3. 17.3 is very latest. They have recently released version 17.3, and if you want to know more about this new change log, like what's new in this version, so you can head over to Let's Program Blogs, which is this one. So I have already given I talked brief about what are the new changes what we have in 17.3, so you can just take a look, and I will try to make use of most of this feature if I can during our blog creation, so that whatever we are doing everything latest. Okay, so this is the new latest version of Angular. Okay, 17.3. Okay, so this is what I will also be installing it. So let's just check. I think I have already the latest version, so let's give it a check. So yep, I think I have 17.3, so I already have this one. So I will be starting with a new project, and I'll make sure to use, so 17.3 we will be using Tailwind. So okay, Tailwind, I think it's 3.4 for now, so we will be using Tailwind CSS. I will show you the process of installing things and all that, so don't worry. Okay. all right. I think now we can start. Okay, so let me head over to the folder what I have created, the main stack. Let me change the name to main stack blog. Okay. And inside this I will be creating the project. I think item is already open. Let me just reopen so that it has the latest instance of the main stack blog. Yeah. So now what we will be doing, we'll do the old classic way of installing Angular. So ng new, and I'll give the app name as client, or what if I can give it as blog UI, something like this. Up to you. I'll give it as blog UI. I'll hit enter. Choose this. Do you need no, I don't need it. I want to create a client-side app, so no need of SSG. Okay, let it get installed. Okay. Hello 3. Okay, nice. We have a good number. Let's see. We'll try to build something really cool today. Okay, let this get done. My audio is good, right guys? Is good. Let me play some music. Let me know if the music is loud, or is it okay?
ਪਾਈ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਜਗਦੀ ਤੂੰ ਸੁਰਤਾਂ ਭਲਾਈ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਅੱਗ ਜੀ ਤੂੰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਚ ਫਲਾਈ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਰਦੀ ਵੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਆ ਚੜਾਈ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਕੱਲ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਮੈਂ 3-4 ਨੀ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਨੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਗਈ ਆ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਤਾਰ ਨੀ ਆ ਚੱਕ ਪਾਲਾ ਬੀਬਾ ਗਲ ਚ ਹਾਰ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਪੁੱਤ ਤੇ ਪਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਮਾਲ ਨੀ ਬਿੱਲੀਆਂ ਬਲੌਰੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਸਵਾਲ ਤੇਰੇ ਮਟਕ ਮਟਕ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹਿਰਨੇ ਦੀ ਚਾਲ ਨੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਾਲੀ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਬੁਰੇ ਹਾਲ
See the Tailwind is installed.
Se quiser tocar, toca. Não quiser tocar, escuta. LP Sós lançou mais uma, hein? Caralho, filha da puta.
Ele te bota, soca, soca, sem nem ter preocupação. Ele te bota, soca, 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 sem nem ter preocupação. Ele te bota, soca, 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 sem nem ter preocupação. Ele te bota, soca, 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 sem nem ter preocupação.
Depois do bailão, você vai ir pra minha teta. Soca, 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 soca na buceta. Soca, 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 soca na buceta. Soca, 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 soca na buceta.
Is it okay now? I don't know, maybe it is taking from the background, I don't know. I'm so sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong. Now it should be fine. Is it better now? Good. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our folder structure, what I'm looking for this blog. Okay, so for this core, again, I will have some components in the core, and I might have some constants as well. So that's how the core should look like. In the pages, right, what I'll have two kind of pages, one auth page and other would be the blog page itself. So what I can do, right, for the blog, I don't know, I am just trying to, okay, let's see. So we will have a auth for the authentication of the blog, and then we will have the blog page itself. So two things we need to create, or blog or post, whatever you think. I think let's give it a name as a post. I don't know, it's very confusing to me as well. I think blog should be fine. Yeah, blog should be fine. And in the shared, we will create the shared components and whatnot, whatever we will be creating. Okay, so first of all, I have to configure all the routings so that we can make use of it in this project. Okay, now what I'll do, right, first let's create the core component. So let's open up in that integrated terminal and let's create our components. So ng for generate, g for component, we'll create the header component. Okay, you can also have a footer which you can use it later. Okay, let's create the first initial two components, and yeah, these two are ready. Let's also create the auth pages, whatever we have, right? So let's create that as well. So in this auth, right, what we'll do, right, we'll try to create it as a parent. Sorry, the camera is here, sorry. So we'll try to create it as a what do I think, as a auth page. Basically how the route should work, right? So basically whenever it is /auth /sign in, something like this. So we have to create something like this. Okay, so to do that, right, what I'll do, I'll create a auth component itself inside that. Okay, so let's do one thing. Rather than this folder, right, what we'll do, we will create a new component itself as a auth, and that will act as the module. Basically how we do, right, the module ways of creating component: auth module, then blog module, cart module, something like that. So that's what I'm trying to follow the strategy, but with standalone component. Okay, I will not be adding any ng module. Everything will be without standalone, like with standalone components. So ng for generate, c for component auth. So auth component will be created, and inside this auth you will have all the files, and in this auth, right, so this is my auth page, and auth page will have two components: register component and login component. So let me create that as well. So inside the auth I will have components. Okay, and in this what I will do, let's create another two component: ng for generate, c for component, login and register. Okay, so now we will have, in the component we have login and register. Okay, and these two components should be rendered in this auth, correct? So if this is your auth page, right, then I should have a auth route as well. Okay, so I will have to create a route for this. So that's what I will be doing now. So let's create a file auth.route.ts. I'll explain you what this auth route is doing, but I'm just trying to segregate into different modules. That's what I'm trying to do with standalone. If you guys have any doubt, shoot them in the description, in the chat section. I'll try to help you guys. Okay, so now this will be my auth route, and auth route will be completely similar to what I have over here. So let me copy this, let me go over here and paste it. Okay, so now what we will do, right, so now this will not be a route, this is my auth route. Okay, auth route. And inside this auth route, right, this is what I will have. So I will have something like this. So whenever the path is auth or something like that, right, so this should be part of, not here, I know this is GitHub Copilot things, so I will have to do it by my own. So this should be sign in. Okay, sign in. See, every time AI is not correct. Okay, you have to be smart as well. So whenever it's sign in, right, so what you need to do, you have to load a component. So I will say load component. Okay, so whenever you load a component, let me just do this guy. Yep. And then what you will do, you will have to say import, and this is correct. So now what I need to do, dot slash, you have components, you have slash, then you have login slash login component. Okay, and then this will change to your login component, and this I should change to login, not sign in. Okay, copy the same. Okay, and this will be for your register. This I'll change to register. Okay, register, and then register component, that's it. And this will load my register component. Okay, that's how it is. Alright, so now what I can say, right, my auth route is ready. So in this authentication page, I have my own routes, which is login and register. So what you can do, right, you can also create something like this, which is, if my path is empty, then please redirect to login and path match full. Okay, that's what my auth route is. Now if you have an auth route, if you have a route, then you must have a router outlet. So what I'll do, I'll just render my router outlet here. So to render the router outlet, you must import router outlet. Okay, and now you can make use of router outlet. Okay, we will be using self-closing tags. Okay, everything latest what Angular has given us, we will be using them. Alright, so now what I'll do, if you guys have any question, you can ask me. Again, I'm saying that. Okay, this is my auth component, everything seems to be ready, but what I'll show you, right, see, still I have this auth slash route, but nothing I can see. Okay, if I go like this, yeah, nothing is here visible. Why it is not visible? Because you must have a router outlet in this as well, in your app component. So let's add a router outlet in the app component. And yeah, then let's try to go auth. Okay, so now it says that the block doesn't exist or something like that. Let's see, let's try to fix them. So now it says that here you cannot match any auth, correct? So now we have auth created. Okay, we have this auth route. So whenever my path is auth, I want to load this whole route. Okay, so that has to be configured where? In your main app route.ts. So over here, right, what I can do, right, I'll just have to go and configure it. So how do I configure it? It's gonna be easy. So you have to create a auth component. Okay, so what I'll do, right, again something similar, path is auth. Then what you will do, you will just load the blog. Okay, so I'll say load all my children's. So load your children's. Okay, remember I'm not saying load component, I'm saying load children's. Okay, so load all your children's. Okay, and this guy you will say you have to load it from dot slash, you have pages, inside the page we have auth page, inside that we have auth route, and then we just say dot then and just load your auth route. That's it. Okay, so that's what I did. So now whenever my path is auth, I have to say load my children's. Okay, and where is my children present? The children is present in the page slash auth route. So this guy will load all these auth routes now. Okay, which has login and register. So now if I go over here and if I say slash auth, okay, so can you see I get login works. If I go here and change it to register, I should see register works. Okay, all right, so that's what I have tried to do till now. Okay, let me delete which is not required. Yep, my console looks empty. Okay, so now this is how you do things. Like if you want to still leverage lazy loading is already lazy because all your components are kind of a standalone, so they will be creating their own chunks. But what I'm doing, right, I'm trying to load the children together whenever the path is auth. So this will load all the routes together which are related to your auth. Okay, so that's how my page is ready. And now what I'll do, right, I have to target my component, which is going to be my login component. Okay, so now what I'll do, right, I'll try to create the page itself. Okay, so let me just switch back. Okay, in the meantime, let me see if we have any questions. No questions yet. Okay, good, no questions. All right, so now I have to target my login and register page. So this is what I was very confused, like how do I create and what should I create? Okay, so now what I'll do, right, I'll create a div. Okay, I will be creating my login component, but for that what I can do, right, I need to make it a center or something like that I want to do. So what should I do? Okay, so I'll take a div. Okay, let's take a div, and in that div I will have a container class container. Okay, and save the changes, and inside this container I will be creating a card component. Okay, something like this will be my login card or something like that. But what I'll do, right, I'll make sure that I'm using Tailwind CSS. So this will be my BG white for the card. Okay, I'll give a padding of 8 to it, and I'll make sure that this is rounded. Okay, so this will be rounded, medium. Okay, rounded means this will just, if you hover on this, right, you can see it just adds a border radius of 3.72. Okay, Harshal Gate, thanks bro. Okay, so this will just add a rounded to that particular and now I will have to give a width, which I'll give it as width 96, which is the max of a Tailwind CSS. Okay, you can, if you want to specify more than this, you can do that as well. Okay, so I see there is some code generated by your, what do I say, the GitHub Copilot, which I'm using it for now. Okay, let me save the changes and let's see how it looks like. I don't know, I'm not sure what will be the outcome of this, but let me give it a try how it looks. I'll just give a look. Let's see. Okay, so now if I save the changes, if I go back on the login, okay, not bad, looks good. Okay, what do you think, guys? Okay, so that's what it is, and rounded MD. And what I'll do, right, I'll give a shadow LG, save the changes, so that yeah, this will look like a card now. Okay, the card is somewhat ready. Now what I'll have to do, I'll have to make this guy a center. Okay, so for doing the center, let me remove this container. Okay, I'll say flex, justify content. Okay, justify center. This will make it horizontally center, and I want to make the items as center as well. So now you will say, hey, it is not working, Shashi. Why? Because you have to give this guy a height. So I'll give a height of full screen, which is edge screen, and the moment I do this, right, I can see that my card is in center now. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, let me see if you guys have any questions in the chat. Okay, I see, no, just hi bro, hello. Okay, so this is what we have created till now. Okay guys, I'm using GitHub Copilot, so if you want this code anyway, I will be sharing the GitHub access to this code. Once I push this code on GitHub, I'll send it to you, but I think this looks okay to me. If you want to make any changes, we can do that. I think it's fine to do that. Okay, so that's what it is. So we have login, we have a register ready here, and now let's create the something similar what we have to do for register. So I'll copy it and go it in the register component. This will change to register for sure, and we will just add one extra element on the top, and this is going to be my username. Okay, we have to explicitly add it. So this is my username, and the type should be text. This is for username. This helps you for your website accessibility. Whatever I'm using, whatever you see here for, and then ID. Even if you remove this, it will work. but I think it's just a good practice as a front-end dev. If you are following the this kind of practice, whenever you create a label, you try to target for which input this label is for. So that's what you do. This is just the accessibility to what we say, to make your accessibility of your website better. That's it. Okay, so that's what we have right now. So this is my register, and this should change to register. Okay, and this should change to login again. Okay, if I go back and if I go to register, I did a mistake, sorry. I think I should have added a wildcard. Yeah, so this is what my register is. I don't know, I know this looks very flat, but this is just the version 1 of what we are going to create in upcoming days. Maybe I can use this blog template, this template whatever I'm using, okay, so that when we create mean stack auth series, we will already have a UI ready. We just have to connect it with the APIs what we will be creating in Node.js and Express. Okay, once I will be starting that project. Okay, so this looks quite okay to me. Now let's just handle all the routings for this one. So let me also give this class as cursor pointer so that it should have a good arrow. And what else? I will have to, okay. For now, let me first explain that what I want to do. So now whenever I click on this guy, it should go to the login page. And if I go to the login page like here, and if I click on register, it should go to the register page. So that's what I want to handle now. So I'll start with this register component. So over here, I will say router link. Okay. Once you add the router link, so now you will be able to use it. So this will be my auth slash login. So this has to go to the login page. Okay, and let's go on the login. Where is it? Yeah, this guy will change to okay, this is register already, which is good, and this will be cursor pointer. Save the changes, and now yeah, the cursor comes, and if I click here, it should go to register, and oh, it's not working. Let's see why. Let's see, there must be some issues or something in the console. No, nothing. Let's refresh. Okay, it's not working because in the login we haven't imported the router link. Okay, so let's import the router link, and this should work now. Let's see, or else it should give me some error. It's fine. If I get error, I'll fix it. So if I click here, can you see now I come to register page? If I click again login, I go to the login page. All right, now let me fix few warning. I don't know what warning is that, so let's fix it. So it says input element of password. Okay, so the input element should have autocomplete attributes suggested current password. Okay, I don't know what is it. Okay, I don't know. Let's search for it. Like, what is this about? Okay, I have never. I think this is okay. Let's take a look first. Input element complete attributes. I have no idea about it. I will not lie. Okay, it just says that autocomplete should be on. That's it. Okay, I got it. So that's what it's just giving me warning for. It gives that autocomplete and we have a current password or something like that. Okay, the moment I add this should fix that warning, that annoying warning. Okay, let's see. So that, you know, right, in website, whenever you log in, you have option to remember your password. You click there, it auto completes the password as well. You have seen those instances. So I think that's how it has been done. So if I save the changes, go back, let's refresh the page. Okay, it still have that issue, autocomplete attribute suggested username. Okay, so we can check that as well. Okay, for this guy also autocomplete username. Okay, I think we should have option for email. Yeah, because this is email, right? So autocomplete should be email. Let's do for the, we are just trying to follow whatever best it is showing for us, because it's all showing in the browser, right? And I think I agree to what changes they want me to do. Okay, this is what it is. So now we can say the login and register page is ready. Now what I'll do, right? So once the login, so okay, for example, if I put some dummy here, okay, and if I click on login, I want to go to the page called as blog. So blog list. So let's just try to create that page now. It will be something similar how we have did for this guy auth. So in this auth we will create a blog. Let me remove the folder for now. It will be automatically anyway created, so no worries. Okay, so now in this pages, let's open up in integrated terminal. G for generate, C for component name is blog. Okay, blog. And in this blog, right, this blog will also have a route, same like auth route. Okay, so this will have a blog.route.ts. okay, and what we'll do, right, we'll try to let's save some time and let's have this whole. Okay, so let's close this, and in this auth, let me shrink this down. Okay, this will just change to blog route. Okay, and what else? So in this blog, right, we will have blog list. So let's go ahead and create the component. So I go inside this folder blog and I'll say let's create a component. G for generate, C for component. I'll create a components folder, and inside that I'll have to create a blog list. Okay, and inside that component I will create blog detail. Okay, so I'll have two components inside. So now if you go in this blogs, I have blog detail and I have blog list. Okay, so now let's go here and let's do the changes. So dot slash, it should be inside the components. We have a list and load the component. So this should change to blog list component. Something similar I have to do here as well. So slash components slash the detail and load the component. Okay. Alright, so now just change the route. So whenever the path, okay, wait. So this should be my list and this should be my detail. Okay, detail slash, yeah, ID, we will add that later. So what is that slash ID means, we'll see that later. For now, let's save the changes because we are just creating the UI. Okay. Now, whenever the path is blank, I want to load the list. Okay. Now this blog route is ready, but will it work? No, because I want to configure it for this guy. So whenever it is slash blog slash list, then it should give me the blog list page. So we have to load this first. So now this blog is also ready. We go in app root and we'll just copy this all. We will change this to blog. Okay, so this will change now. Pages slash blog slash blog, no, sorry, not blog, it should be blog route, and this should change to a.blog routes. Okay, let's save the changes. Now let's see if that works. So now if I'm on this page, if I hit enter, can you see? I see blog list works, correct? All right, now this is okay, but what I want to do, right, whenever you are on the blog list page, I want to see header and footer. Okay, something like that. So now what I'll do, right, I'll go in this blog, and wherever I have this blog work, I will add my own router outlet. Okay, router outlet, self-closing tag. Okay, in the imports, router outlet, no, not this one. Why route, is it spelling is incorrect? Oh, okay, router outlet, it's much better. Save the changes, and yeah, everything is fine. Okay, so that's what it is. So now what I did, right, in this blog I have also added this router outlet, and now whatever routing I have here, this will get rendered on this. Okay, now what I will do, right, in this router outlet of blog component, I will add a header component. So to use the header component, I will have to import the header component first. Okay, imported the header component, and just above it I'll say app header. Okay, if I save the changes, you will see the magic now. So this should also render a header on the top. Thanks, Herschel. I just saw your comment. Yeah, you give amazing idea for making route files. Yeah, that's how you can do, right? You can segregate your project into different modules, kind of thing. Because I know there are still people who love doing things in the module way. Although we don't have module, but we are trying to do in such a structure where we divide our project into different route modules. You can say that. Okay. Now, what I see, right, I am not able to render app header. Let's see why. Do we have any content in the header? It should have. Yes, it should have shown me that. Okay, let's see what is the issue. Okay. Now, let's open up this blog list, and just above the app blog list, we have this router outlet, which is correct. Okay. Now, what I'll do, right? I think something is wrong. Let me take a look. Because my expectation is right. Just above this blog list, the app header should also be visible. Header box, something like that. Let me check what I have missed. So in the app route, we have this, which is blog route. If we go in the blog route, okay, so this have path list. This loads the blog list component, and this will get loaded where? In the blog component.ts. Okay, so let me put a h1 hello just to check. Oh yes, it is not even rendering, guys, because I don't have any blog. Okay. I think it is taking this router outlet. So I have to think about it. How I can call this route directly, not to here, but to this guy. Okay, because we have to do something similar, right? What we did for auth. So in the auth, right, what we did, we just had a router outlet, and that router outlet, what if I remove this? I think it's still gonna work. Is it? Let's see. Yeah, it still works. If I remove that, yeah, it still works because it has a single parent. Okay, let's take a look. Why is it like that? Okay, so we will try to change that from now. Okay, let's see. In the auth route, we have this, which loads my component, correct? If I say hello auth works, let's see. Okay, and this is in my auth page. Let's refresh the content. Just give me some time, guys. I'm just checking out something. Why is this behaving like that? So this is my login. The segregation is done correctly. So this is my auth route. So this will render everything over here. So this is my main router outlet. Okay, this is the main router outlet which gets rendered, and this router outlet will load the auth route, and this is what the auth route is, and this auth route should be loading it over here. Okay, should load it over here, which means we don't even need the components itself. That makes sense. Because this only route will handle all my upcoming components, so we don't even need this, it seems. Let's see. Let me again add the router. What is that? Router outlet, just to check few things more. Okay, if I have this, and if I have a header component over here as well. Okay, let's put the header component here, and then app header. Okay, let's try to see all the elements. So we have an app root, we have app login, which is correct, and because of this container, I see app login, which has all the content. So this is taking my router outlet, which I already had, which means this is not even visible. Okay, gotcha. let's go here, and now what we do, we create those route here with a router outlet main section. So that my main section should be visible. Let me take a look. How many people are here? Okay, still 4. Nice. We'll try to finish at least the blog list page today, and tomorrow we'll again come live to continue the same work. Like whenever I get time, I'll do that. But today's target is we should have a blog list page where we can render all the blog cards. Okay, but before that, let me fix this. Why? Okay. Okay, this loads the component. Fine. This looks fine as well. Okay, you have the router outlet with the header. Again, looks okay to me. Then you have app header. Okay, then you have app header. Okay, let me do one thing for now, guys. Okay, I'll take a look at this tomorrow, so that I don't want to waste time. So what I'll do, right, currently I'll add this app header in the app component itself, and tomorrow we'll see how do we segregate this header into just blog list page. Okay, so let's add the header component for now. Save the changes, and we'll go here. We say app header. Okay, now this should have header works, yep, as expected. But let's go on the blog page. Okay, and let's see. So now this header works, and now we'll try to create the header component. Okay, so now let's create the header component. Header component is what? Okay, let's see. Let's try to design. I don't know, because I really need to see how we can design that. If you want, you can make, because we are already using Tailwind CSS. So let's go on Tailwind CSS header. Let's search for a header. If they have any, then maybe we can use their components. Okay, no, this is not what I'm looking for. Yeah, this looks decent. What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? I think I should take this one. Oh wow, paid. They must have some free for us. I don't know. It's all paid. Okay, well, let me just check for some free. Maybe from the Flowbyte we can take, and we can remove the dark mode and light mode. I think they have dark mode, light mode both. Let me just see. I think this looks nice. This looks nice. Something like this, right? Yep. Let's take this code. Okay, let's take this code. I'm not shy to copy this because I know how to create it, so I don't want to waste time. So that's the only thing what I can say. So I took that code, and let's go in the header, and let's paste it here. So if I save the changes, I should be able to see some header. Yeah, see how cool is it? But the only thing is I don't want the dark mode. So what I'll do, so wherever you see dark, okay, so they have 42 instance, because or else I need to add dark mode, light mode kind of things for this. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. So Control F, whatever instance you have, replace it with a blank. Okay. I don't want this as well, so I'll check this out. Control F. Okay, there's one instance. Okay, BG white is fine. Text gray, I don't know. Let's see if they have any dark mode again. Yeah, we have 38 more. Okay, so this, okay, it's fine for now. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, so let's also remove the text colors, so that on the hover state we have to remove all the dark hover state. We have to remove. Okay, this guy, I guess, yes, don't need this. It's a lot to do, man. It's a lot to do. Should I create my own? Should I create my own? Just let me know in the comment. Should I create my own or should I still reuse this? What do you think? Let me know in the comment. Should I create my own? I don't know. Okay. Because it has a lot of instance where we are using it. Just let me know if you want me to create my own. Maybe I can do that faster than this. What do you think? Let's see the chat. Okay, some say reuse this. Okay, I'll try to reuse this, but yeah, but the only challenge is I have to remove all this dark. So what I'll do, I'll check for this. Okay, Control F. We have this 5 instance. Let's replace this with blank. Okay, so that is removed. What else? Okay, looks okay now, right? Yep, let's go and check. Yes, okay, now looks perfect. So we have this logo with flow byte, which we can remove it to LP blocks. Let's program. I know the name is quite weird, but yeah, LP block should be fine. Let's program blocks. Okay, where we have all these options. So what we will have, I don't know. I don't think so we have this much options, right? I don't think so. We will just have create blog and welcome page, something like that. But let's keep this for now and let's focus on the blog list page. Okay, now to create the blog list page, what I want to do, right, I have to create a card component. Okay, I have to create a card component which is a shareable component. Okay, card component can be shared. So should I create it here or should I create it in the blog? I don't know. Let me think. I think let's keep this in the blog component itself. Okay, let's create it. Card component, ng d for generate, c for component. Okay, let's create the blog card. Okay, let's create a blog card component. Blog card is created. Now we have to design this guy. Okay, we have to design this guy. How does a blog card, what else the blog card should have? So first of all, the card should be part of your container. So what I will do, right, this blog list should be a container now, like which should be in the center. Okay, somewhere here it should be with, and it should have a proper width or something like that. Let me just check. Let me just check how I can create that. Okay, so a blog card should have a width of, it should have a height, and then it should have a title. Okay, let's see. I create a div. Okay, let's create all the class bg white. This is just the blog card what I will be having. So blog card rounded, block should have radius, so rounded. Okay, shadow large. Let's hide the overflow if there is any, because we will give a fixed height, height and width to our card. Okay, and just below that we will be having the image. Okay, we will have the image with the src. What src should we take? I don't know for now, but we will have a blog image. Okay, so we can give this guy as, this will be a blog image, but currently we don't have it. And let's use a class. We will give a width full to this, and we'll give a height. Okay, how I can design it? I don't know. Let me think. So width should be full. And then okay, what we'll do, right, width have height we can give. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll give it a height of let's give height. How much is it? 12 rem should be fine. And object cover or contain, object contain should be fine. Okay, now what else we can do? Let's see if you have anything in chat before I start this image, because I'm still thinking about something, and give me suggestion if you guys have any. Okay, chat seems very quiet. Okay. So what else I need to do? So this is okay. So it has object. Cover the whole object, and then we will have a title to it. Okay, then we will have a title to it, and then we'll create a semi bold. Oh wow, this. Let's see if I'm just using the Copilot one. I don't know how this will look like. Okay, I don't know how this will look like, but image, title, description. Yes, Harshal, thanks. Yeah, that's what I think I got as well from. This is from GitHub Copilot. Let me just see if this looks okay. Let's see. So I go here and I import the block card component, and I just use it here as app block card. Let's save and let's see how it looks. Okay. Good. It's fine. So we have a blog image, we have a category, we have title, and yep, a lot of things are here and there. Okay, but what if I say I should have a tags component? Okay, let me just see if I have any code snippet which I can use. I must have created something way before. Let me just check. Let me check some GitHub. I think I have something, guys. Wait, let me check on the GitHub so that I don't want to waste much time. What I'm doing. Okay. All right, this. Let me see. Where is it? God, let me see this guy. Let me check on, guys. Let me check and come. Okay, yes, this I can use. Yes, this I can use. Let me show you. I have a code snippet. Okay, this guy has two things. What you said, right? Harsh, right? Harshal, sorry. I think we can have that. What you just said, right? Read more and all that. Okay, so now what this guy will have. So again, object cover, this will have a padding top, like padding around the card. This give a title with font bold, text excel, margin bottom, which will have a block title. This will be the description with ... Okay, and this is my tag components, where if I want to display the tag 1, tag 2, this is the category, and we have these two buttons. Okay, flex, justify between, and item center, so that it is left and right, the buttons. Let's save the changes and let's see how it looks. Okay, let me bring back. Okay, where is it? Yep, card. Okay, it went up, sorry guys. Okay, it's here. Okay, looks okay to me now. Let's go here and let's see. So we have these two buttons, and this is my complete blog card. Oh, this is just a single card, but we need a section, right? Blog list. So what we need to do, right? So we will use this blog card, but we will have it. Wait, let me make this big again. Yep. But in the blog list, this is single, right? Now I have to play with grid. Okay, I have to play with a grid. So to play with grid, right, what I will do, right, first of all I will create a div. This will have a class container. Okay, and mx auto. What this guy will do, I'll tell you first. This guy will just center everything. Suppose if I have h1 with hello Shashi, I don't know. So can you see we have this space here and here. This is what this guy does. Okay, the container, and I did mx auto, so now this content is in center. So we'll have margin here and we'll have margin here. If you still have question, let me lorem. Okay, 1000. If you save, now you can see. Can you see? Now we have space here and here. Okay. All right, that's what I did. So let's go back again and let's see. Let's create our grid. Okay, now to create the grid, right, what we will do, we will have to create no, this is the ChatGPT, the GitHub Copilot code, but we will not use this because this is very worst. I'll say div dot grid, and in this grid I will have app blog card. Okay, let's save the changes. Now this grid we can divide. So grid col, okay, grid col of 4 sections. Okay, now this is how what it is for now. So we have, this is divided into 4 sections now. So this is the small section what I have. Now grid will have a gap. I'll give a gap of 5. Okay, now we have a single block, right? What I'll do, I'll make use of for loop. Okay, for items of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll just have some unnecessary data there, but okay, based on whatever card you have, this will get rendered. Can you see now? I just added some random thing there, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that accordingly it will. So let's have a 6 block for now, or 8 blocks, 7 and 8. Okay, so that's how my blog will look like now. So we have a header on the top. See, this is not good, so let me give some padding also. Padding top. Okay, padding top, or else we'll go in the header. Header should have that. Okay, not this guy. So let's go in the header, and header will have a class margin bottom of 4, okay, which is 1 rem. Yep. And this header should have a shadow Excel, okay, so that you can differentiate. Excel is very big, shadow MD should be fine. Okay, so this is my header on the top, and yeah, that's what it is. I didn't like the padding, which is 1 rem, so let's make this 2 just to check. Okay, let me just see why is this so bad. Okay, now this, okay, this is in the container, I guess. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is my bg nav. This is the header. Okay, so this is the flex, and we gave it as item center with a margin. Is it good? I don't think so. So what I can do, what if I remove this? Okay, I remove this, then it makes it so bad. Padding X is there, so I need padding Y, which is 2.5, but I remove the X padding. Let's keep the Y padding and remove the X padding. Okay, now this is flex wrap between an item center MX auto. If I remove the MX auto, and we have this max width size, which is this much pixel. Let me remove this now. Okay, perfect. And now let me add a container. Can you see what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve? So that this should be aligned. Okay, does it make sense? So that it should be aligned. So that's what I tried to do. So now I did this with container MX auto and flex with all item center. Okay, so that's how the blog. I'm so happy to see this. This is growing. This looks better to me now. Okay, so whatever we are creating now, I will have to create the equivalent APIs for it. So that currently it's all static, but we will make it dynamic in future. Don't worry. Okay, this looks okay. Now let me just add a random image so that I can see this looks okay. This looks okay. Let me remove the filter. Which one should I use? I think with Angular. Yeah, let's use this image. Inspect. Okay, let me use this one. Where is the image? So now you see, I'll just change at one place, it will reflect everywhere. So in the block component, I have block card. In the src, this is my src, and let me paste this guy. Okay, Shift Alt F, format, save the changes, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, All right, let's see why is it not taking it. Let's refresh the page. Why doesn't take? Let's go to, oh, it gives me 400. Why? Okay, this dot is the issue, I guess. Yep, the dot was the issue. Let me fix that dot. Where is that? Yeah, this guy. See, because of this was a problem. Let's save the changes, and now, yes, so we have something like this. So now you can see your blog, you see your blog title, and you see all of those data. Yes or no? All right, so now let me take some question if you have any. So Harshil, hi bro, for past 1 month I'm using Tailwind and Flowbyte in Angular and facing issue with JS like dropdowns, toggle using Flowbyte for first. It's not working, after refresh it's working. Do you know any solution for this issue? I haven't encountered such issues with the Flowbyte. Maybe I think you're importing the Flowbyte directly, installing the dependency and stuff like that. Because I only use Flowbyte CSS. For me, I have no experience with the JS imports and all. I just copy the CSS and I add my own actions from Angular. So it's quite easy to do, to be honest. That's what I do. Okay, but now if you see, right, our blogs is taking a good shape now. So now we can see that we have a header, we have blog cards, we have login page as well, which let me show you. Okay, so this is blog / let me add a auth. If I go to auth, I have login page, I have a register page. If I click login, I should go to the okay, so that okay, I see some comment, sir, making the blog listing and blog details for better mobile performance. Yes, can be done. Maybe I don't think so if I get time today, because I have to go somewhere very quick. Let me just see this. Maybe I can show you at least the responsiveness for this one in the mobile. Okay, let me just show you that. Let me see if I'm able to make that. Okay, now if you go this thing, okay, now can you see this looks so bad? Okay, so what we will do, right, as we are using Tailwind, so what we will do, we will try to leverage Tailwind. Okay, let me think how it can be done. Okay, so if I go in the pages, if I go in the blogs, if I go over here, okay, in the blog.html, I don't know which, blog list, yeah. So yeah, this is the magic what you need to do with the grid coals. So what I will say, right, if my screen is small size, okay, so if my screen is small size, I will have to make use of coal as 1. Okay, so I will use grid coals of 1. Okay, if my screen is medium size, I'm using Tailwind, guys, so that's why this is plugin which you already get, medium, large, and all those screen sizes. So if my screen is medium, I want to show so grid coals, I don't know if that grid coal of 2, I guess. Okay, let me see what is the medium size. Medium size is 786, should be fine. Okay, should be fine. Okay, if my screen is large, so I will use grid coal. Okay, grid coal of 3. And if my screen is XL, so I'll use grid coal of 4. Correct, like something like this. If I save the changes, if I go here and now let me shrink the page. If I shrink, can you see it becomes 3? If I shrink, it becomes 2. If I shrink even more, it becomes a single. Okay, so now if I see one issue here that, hey, it always, once it goes beyond it, it makes it look bad, right? So what you do, right, so you have to put a default one. You have to put a default one, which is grid coal 1. Okay, so this is going to be your default one, and as your screen size changes, you will also change the grid columns. Now can you see this is always single. As I increase, it becomes 2, becomes 3, and becomes 4. Can you see the magic of Tailwind? Okay. Okay, all you need is whenever the screen is small, I guess, or maybe I can give a padding. Actually, I want to give a padding around a padding of X with 5 pixel, 3, which is 12 pixel. Yep. So can you see they have some small boundary around, or maybe let me 5 so that it's more visible. Yeah. So I have a padding of 5, and now if I take it big, can you see it looks perfect, right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes or no? All right. How was it? Let me know. See, we are able to make it responsive as well. So we'll try. Like if we are using Tailwind, so we'll also make sure that we are making it responsive. Let me know if you guys have any questions related to this. Okay. Right, now this blog list, I don't know if this is my blog list. I have to, sir server side rendering सिखा दो, pagination and searching and sorting बहुत दिन से wait कर रहा हूँ. Server side pagination. Okay, yeah, okay. If you want, I can show it right now if you want, but I don't, it will not be exactly like step by step, but I can show you how it has been done in my current project. I can show you the code base, how things has to be done. Just give me some time, let me finish up these things. Okay. All right, so now we have a container for this guy, and I want to give padding Y to them as 5, so that, yeah, yes, so that it should have a proper padding just bottom in the bottom as well. Or let me make this as 10, so that on the top also it should have good padding, and bottom also it should have good padding. Yep, that's what it is. Any questions? Let me just take some more questions. Okay, sir, you know the how deploy Angular 17 on IIS. I'm facing issue with MJS file in server folder in dist. For me, yes, I have did, like I did that last 2-3 years back, doing hosting your Angular project to IIS. Okay, first thing what you need to do, right? You have to take your dist file, and I know there are some configuration what you need to do first. IIS hosting. I cannot recall completely, but all I know is you have to take the dist file, you have to point your index.html file, and once your code, and you have to also write URL rewrite for it. There is something in IIS URL rewrite that you have to handle whenever it goes on slash, it should hit your index.html file, and once it hits index.html file, as Angular is single page application, it will render your file directly. But I don't know what issue you said. I face issue with MJS file. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. MJS file. How are you getting MJS file? Do you also have a Node.js with Angular? Is it, or is just Angular? Let me know. Okay, guys. So this is what it is, and now what we need to do. Once I click on read more, I have to go to the detail page. Let's at least do till there, and then maybe we can stop for today. Okay, so we have to do the routing for this guy, so let's do it. Okay. Now what I'll do, right, this guy, you can pass the block card, okay, as an ID. I'll do something quite generic at the moment, so don't take it like this will be the final one, but let me just do one thing. Let me create an input. Okay, so because this is a block card, right, this is my child component, so what I will do here, I will create an input, and this will be my ID input. This will be input dot require of type number. Okay, now in the blog list, whenever you have a blog list, you will have to specify the ID. So let's specify the ID, which is coming from the item. Okay, your item, I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, item. So this item is nothing but 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, let's save the changes. Alright, now we have a blog detail page, and now this ID, I have to render it over here. Let's see. So we have a blog title, we just do it like this. Okay, so this dot id, which is my signal, because this is a signal based input. Okay, this is signal based input. All right, so this is my blog card and on whatnot. Now what I have to do, I have to create a route which is blog detail. Okay, so whenever someone clicks on /detail, it should go on this page. Okay, now if I click here, I should go to the detail page, blog/detail. So to do that, what I'll do, right? Oh, first let's see if it is working. Can you see we have all the titles 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and which means that we can pass data from parent to child now by using input not input, directly input signal. I already have a video about that topic. If you want to see, you can find it on my YouTube video. Okay, so what is input signal and all that. मेन स्टैक में सर्वर साइड पेजिनेशन और सर्च बना दो, हम लोग भी सीख जाएंगे. Yes bro, I really want to teach you guys about that as well. Just I wait for few more days because I'm in the creation phase of the API is already ready. I'm just wanted to create the UI part. So this is what the UI is. I will be connecting this UI with the API very soon. I promise that I will create that search thing what you're asking for with pagination for this website itself, what you see here. Okay. All right. Let me know. Give me some feedback also if you want me to change something in this current UI. All right. Okay. Now what is pending? Let me take another question. Code with Zach. How do you implement ISR, incremental site generation, like in Next.js and revalidate? I haven't done that yet with Angular, to be honest. I have tried SSG, static site rendering, with Angular 17. And it's in progress because I will be removing or whatever you see here in my Let's Program blog, right? So I will be migrating all this to SSG. I'm not sure about the ISG, but I have did SSG, which I can share because I will be creating all the .md files. So it will be file based routing. I'm confused between two. Should I use Angular's SSG or there is something new which recently released by Brandon? Maybe I can show you what I'm talking about. We have analog.js. Okay, this is nothing but a meta framework given to us. So can you see this has hybrid SSG and SSR support for Angular, and this guy supports file based routing and API routes, same like what you have in Next.js, right? We have this ready now. So recently they have released the version 1 of analog.js and you can take a look. This is an open source project. Okay, so you guys can take a look if you want to make something like what you just said me, right? The ISG or SSG. I will be exploring this as well. Maybe in my next live I can create a blog with this SSG support, like what it gives, right? It has a feature inbuilt SSG, so maybe I can show that to you guys. Okay, so that can be up. I can take that as a plan next week. All right, so now what? Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is ready. Yeah, wanted to do the routing, so let's go in the routing. For that, okay, let me add here. So this will be the last time, guys. Once the routing is done, I will end this YouTube live. Okay, so let's go here and add the routing for your read more. So over here we have router link, and this will route to a blog detail page. Okay, so this will have blog detail. Okay, I don't know why it came. Let me delete. Okay, blog/detail. Okay, that's it. And this should help to route. Let's see if this works. Then I think we are good to go. Yeah, so can you see now whenever I click here I should be able to go to that. Okay, I think this guy still has a flow byte. Let me remove the flow byte link. Yes, sorry, but I want to remove you, and let's remove this as this I need just for the logo, but I will replace it for sure. Okay, now okay, this guy should route me to the home page directly. So let's add the router link, Okay, let's also import the router link. New way of developing things in Angular, right? Okay, so router link slash blog. Now let's save the changes. If I go this guy, yep, so this should take me to the blog list. If I click here, I should go to the detail page. Okay, so now this much what I did today. So we have completed about 60% or 70%, I guess. Okay, so the rest we will continue maybe tomorrow. Okay, when I will teach you about how do we create things in the API side as well. So yeah, let's wait for that video then. Okay, so this is what the header is, and now we will be changing all this because currently this all are static, so we don't need this much option. We will just have create blog, view blog, welcome note, and login and register links. That's it. And login and register link will be how do I say this? This will be dynamic based on your login. Okay, based on your role access. Okay, let me first also add, what is this, login, right? So let me change it to login. Where is it? Okay, why is it not showing? Where are you? Let's see, let's find this guy. Okay, why is it not showing to me in the search, in the global search? Is everything correct? Yes, files to include .html. Where is it? How are we rendering it? Let's see, because I took this code directly from Flowbyte, so maybe because of that. Okay, this is my header. Should have, right guys? What do you think? Okay, I think this is the one. Yep, this is the one. Login. So we have to change this href to router link slash auth slash login, or you can just say auth. It should also work. Okay, if I click this guy, yeah, can you see I come on the login page? Okay, if I click here, I come on the blog page. If I click here, I go on the blog detail page. And this is what it is for today. All right, so let me know if you have any questions regarding to this, so that before we end, we can take some questions. All right, let's come to the Draconian YT. You were asking about the server side pagination, right? So I hope you are here in this live. If you are, just put a thumbs up so that I can show you. Just let me know if you are here. Just give a thumbs up so that I can show you. Okay. This looks okay now. Let's see the comment section. So okay, then main stack SSR, yeah, it's the same. Okay, I think we have covered all the comments as well. Yeah, you are here, so let me show you. I cannot just code and show you, but what you can do, right? You can just take a rough idea about how this has to be done. Okay, so I'll show you the controller side of my blog. I still have to do a lot of refactoring here, but yeah, this is what it is. So we have this get blog. It should be get blogs. So let's search for that. So this is my create blog, update blog, change blog visibility. This is get blog. So what I do, right? From Angular, I send a query. Okay, how does your query look like? Okay, sure, your query will be, right? So for example, you want to get a blog, you will say page number 1. Okay, something like that. Then and you will have then you will have what we say, if you have a search query, something like that, search query, you can have that, something like this. So this is what your query looks like. Okay, whenever you send any request to Angular. Okay, maybe in the Angular I can show how the query looks like. So it should be inside the blogs. we have services, we have blog service. Yeah, can you see here? So now this is how I send. So my API URL /blog/page number. So which page number I'm targeting, that's what I send. So I have a page number and I have a search query. Okay, if I have any search query, I can put it here. And then I send the API call here. Can you see I'm making the URL here with a let. Once the URL is ready, then I send it to the backend. So http.get, send the URL which has page number and query. And now if you go to the controller, which is in the API, this guy. So you say request.query and I destructure the page and page size. Okay, and I also take the search query. Okay, so now I have these three things ready. So now this is my search condition. What is the search condition? This is nothing but what I search, right? So for example, if I want to search for JavaScript, can you see? I see all the JavaScript related things. So this is my search query. Okay. All right. So now this is what my search condition, what I build. Okay. And I make sure that all the blocks are visible true. Now I make use of MongoDB to get the block count, total count. Okay. So block.count document, and you just pass your search condition here. It will generate the count for you. And now over here, right, I say await block.find all the blocks with this search condition what I have built on the top. Okay, this is my populate. When I say populate, which means I'm trying to do joining the table in MongoDB. We don't have table, I'm trying to join documents. You can say that same like what you do in SQL, joining tables. So this guy will populate some data from user and some data from category. Okay, I say that sort by descending order. Okay, and then we have something called as skip. So this is where I apply the pagination. Okay, so for example, if I say page number 1, okay, so this will become 0. So skip 0, and I say total block I want is 6. So please take size as 6. So now in the MongoDB side, this will limit means what? Limit will say, okay, if I have 100 blocks, so only take 6. So this is your page size. For example, if I take this example here, so if I remove this guy, okay, so can you see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my page size is 6 and my page number is 1. Correct? This is my page number 1. So for that, it will take skip 0 and take the first 6. Correct? Now let's imagine if I say next. If I say next, right, now my page number is 2. So what this will do? Page number 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Correct? So 1 into, what is my page size? 6. Correct? So now please skip the first 6 and take the next 6. Okay? So it will skip the first 6 and it will limit to 6. So now you will have blocks from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? If I do page 3, again the same thing. So 3 minus 1, which is 2. Okay? 2 into 6, which is going to be my 12. So it says that skip the first 12 and give after 12, which is 6. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so that's what I get. So now if you see, this is my 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And that's how you apply the pagination. That's how you say that this is a server side pagination, because the data gets prepared in the server, not in the front end. Because in front end, you suppose if you have 100 blocks, you will fetch all the 100 blocks and then you apply pagination. But this is not the case, right? This, you see, right? Every time I click this, there is an API call. Can you see? There is an API call happens. And this is what it is. This is what it is. Okay. So for this one also, I will try to show you, like once I will be creating this blog, the API side, I will show you how to do the pagination here. Okay. So don't worry. I'll show that step by step. Currently, I just explained you what I did, but during that video, I will explain you step by step. All right. So that's what it is for today. Any more question? Anyone? I hope it was, you are able to understand. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know in the chat. Sir, can you please share your portfolio link? What kind of portfolio are you looking for? Because I have two. I don't know if you're asking about this. So you can go on let's program.in in the about section. So you can find view CV or something like that. So this is view CV where I have few informations here. If you click on view CV, you can go to this page, something like that. Okay, something like that. This is what I have for now. This is what you were saying, right? I don't know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Okay. Yep. Let me know if you have any questions. No problem, Jayesh. But this is what the portfolio website is for now. Okay, view CV and this about section. But if you go on portfolio.letsprogram.in, I have removed that recently because I'm moving it to shashikumar.dev. Okay, so I have this my new domain which is shashikumar.dev, and I'm still working on this one, so you cannot see the UI that pleasant, but yeah, that's what it is for now. So I'm still working on this one. Once this is ready, maybe you can then take a look. Okay, but this is what it is for now. Okay, anything else, guys? But yeah, if you want to look at my about, you can check it here. I'll send the link in the chat. Any questions? Can you please add more .NET content also from Vinod? Vinod, how about creating the same into .NET? What do you think? Maybe once the UI is ready, what we do, right? Okay, once the UI is ready, what we'll do? First, we will create project in Node.js, and then later on, we will create the same backend into .NET. I think that's a really great idea. What do you guys think? Let me know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Okay. Thanks for the information. I'm also Angular dev. It's good to learn from you. Thank you, man. Thank you, Jayesh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, then I think let's say goodbye, guys. Let's say bye in the chat, so that I'll see you guys next time, maybe next week again. I'm not sure about tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I come, then I'll try to finish up the pending work for this blog UI, the readme, the detail page, and the other stuff. Okay, just let me know. Okay, I will be ending up this live now. Okay, guys, bye, see you.